Hypotenuse leg theorem. It is another way to prove that triangles are congruent, except for we have a special kind of triangle. A hypotenuse and leg has to be a right triangle. Okay, in order to have a hypotenuse and a leg, it has to be a right triangle. That means I have a right angle somewhere in my triangle. Alright, like somebody has pointed out, if you follow with me, ready? We got angle, side, side, which is bad words, right? But it's okay to be bad words if you're right. Isn't that funny?
No.
Like, I don't know how it works out like that. But we don't write bad words, we write HL, because bad words are, like, not okay. Right?
But H-E double hockey sticks is
It's
a bad
just
word.
No, it's just HL.
Where is it?
There's no HE.
Well, that's like abbreviation.
Okay, think about it that way then. Alright, so if you have a right angle, it's okay to be bad words, but you have to have your hypotenuse. That's the only one that's like specific. And remember, your hypotenuse is always across from your right angle. So here our hypotenuse is BC. And it is congruent to the other hypotenuse, EF. So my hypotenuses have to be equal, and then any leg. So a leg is anything that touches your right angle. In this case, we have AB and DE. You could also have your other one, but that's not what we have here. Again, you have to have that right angle in order for it to be a hypotenuse and a leg. And if you have those, then you can say your triangles are congruent. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. So bad words are okay as long as you are a right triangle, but we don't write bad words, we write HL. Okay. So we have 3 conditions that have to be met. First off, you have to have 2 right triangles. That means I have a right angle. You also, that must be the triangles, my bad. The triangles have congruent hypotenuses.
Do you write these packets?
Yeah, some of them. And there's 1 pair of congruent legs. So right angle, hypotenuses, and legs. Alright. Everybody good there? Good. Awesome. Alright. So we're going to fill in this like half proof. It says that triangle LMP and triangle MNP are right triangles, which is super important because it tells me that I have that right angle. How do I know that? It's given. How do I know that ML is congruent to MN? It's also given. Don't forget, some of you are still really bad about marking your triangles. Mark them, ML, MN.
You have to mark.
Yes, dude.
Since when?
Okay. A lot.
You get docked for not marking them?
Yes.
Wait, what?
Oof, death. Okay. Alright, those little green marks, ML and MN, are they a hypotenuse or a leg? Yeah, it's the hypotenuse. It's across from my right angle. Okay, so these are my hypotenuses. So that part's done. I also have the right angle. That's done. Right angle. That's done. How do I know that MP is congruent to MP? It's reflexive. Let's mark that. Since that side touches my right angle, that is a leg. So I have my 3 conditions. I have my right angle, my hypotenuse, my leg. So I can say that those triangles are congruent, not by bad words, but by the HL theorem. If you just write HL, that's cool. I know what you mean. So I think the only like unique thing is that you have to say that you have right triangles. Other than that, I feel like it's kind of what we're used to doing. Because you have to have that right angle in there. Something you may see is that you have perpendicular lines because perpendicular lines tell me that I have right angles. Anywho's. Alright, so here, what kind of side do I have on these triangles? Is it a leg or hypotenuse? It's a hypotenuse. Do I have a right angle? Yeah. Do I have a leg? No. So are these two triangles congruent? No. You're missing your leg. So you could either do, I mean, you can't just make it up, but you'd have to be given those two or these two. Also, these triangles don't look congruent. Just gonna go out on a limb and say that. Anyway, in the middle one, do I have a right angle?
Yeah.
Yeah, right angle check. Do I have a hypotenuse? Yeah. It's not marked though, is it?
No.
No, it's this reflexive thing though. So that's, I can still assume reflexive things. In this case, it's my hypotenuse. Do I have a leg? Yeah. So are these congruent? Yes. Yeah. Over here, do I have right angles? Yep. Do I have hypotenuses?
Yeah.
Do I have legs?
Yeah.
Congruent?
Yeah.
Such enthusiasm. Love it. Love it. Love it. You're putting in work? Is that what you said? Oh. Okay.
There was this one song from Wiz Khalifa called Work Hard, Play Hard. And I do both.
Proud of you. Anyway. Alright. Let's look at our proof first. It says we were given that angle RPS and angle RPQ are right angles and that SP is congruent to QR. What should I write down first and why?
RPS and RPQ are right angles.
What a good idea. Angle RPS and angle RPQ are right angles. And why do I know that?
Given.
It's given. What else should I write? SP is congruent to QR. How do I know?
Given.
What is SP and QR? Hypotenuse, leg, right angle, what? Hypotenuse. The hypotenuse. You don't have to write this, but I'm just going to. Hypotenuse check. Alright. Here's the one part that I said is like, it kind of seems silly, I know. But since we have right angles, we have to say that we have right triangles. I don't know why the rules are that way, but the rules are that way. So literally, all you're going to do is instead of writing angles here, we're going to turn them into triangles. So triangle, RPS, and triangle, RPQ, are right. What do you think I'm going to write instead of angles?
Triangle.
Triangles.
And I got that.
And we're just going to call that definition of right triangles. Because if I have a right angle, then I'm also a right triangle. Which, like I said, I know it sounds silly to say, but sometimes you gotta jump through silly hoops. Anywho's. Alright, so I should write this. So I have my hypotenuse, I have my right triangles. What's the only thing I'm missing?
Leg.
A leg. I'm not given a leg, so I gotta look at my pick. Do I have a leg on my pick?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do I got?
PR.
PR is congruent to PR. Because why? Reflexive. And we said this is our leg. So, you know before I told you, like, you gotta have 3 things congruent? Well, here you need 2 things congruent, your hypotenuse and your leg, and then that you have right triangles. So it's not that your it's not that your triangles are congruent, it's that you have your right triangles. So instead of looking for 3 things, you're looking for 2, which means only 2 letters. Does that make sense? Kind of. Okay. Alright, so do I have all 3 criteria? Hypotenuse, leg, right angle, or right triangles? Yeah, so I can say that my triangles are congruent. So triangle RPS is congruent to triangle RPQ because of what? HL. Not bad words, but HL. Alright. Questions there? Yeah, what's up? Alright, we're gonna do some algebra stuff over here. I love algebra. Have you missed algebra this chapter?
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah. You can check your answer. That's my faves. Alright, if you had to match something that's equal to that x, what would you match it to? 2y. Yeah, those are my hypotenuses, right? So x equals 2y. So we're trying to find the values of x and y to make the triangles congruent. What else would you venture to guess is equal?
Y plus 3 and x minus 4.
With confidence, I love that. X minus 4 equals y plus 3. You guys remember this deal called substitution? If x equals 2y, I can plug 2y in for x.
Wow.
Is that like, no? So let's do that. Let's put 2y minus 4 equals y plus 3. So all we did is plug that 2y in for the x of the green. And then we're just going to solve. We're going to subtract y's, add 4's. What'd you just say y equals?
7.
Yeah,
You
I'm
wrote
just
stupid. Oh. I'm just stupid.
Well, okay, I didn't say that.
I
But
I
I
did.
thought it.
You can all just
If y equals 7, what does x equal?
14.
How'd you get it?
Plug 7 in.
Oh yeah, 2 times 7 is 14. See, it's always nice to, bring back the algebra.
Right?
Oh.
No, absolutely
I feel like it's a nice break from proofs.
not.
No?
No.
Okay.
It's
Alright, we're almost done. One more proof, one more algebra, and then we'll call it a day. You want to do the algebra or the...
Bruh.
Does that look too much?
Yeah.
So skip it?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the proof. Whatever you say, Dylan. Alright, first thing I'm doing is what? In my proof. My given CD is congruent to EA. How do I know? It's given. What of my 3 criteria is it? Is it a right triangle? Is it a hypotenuse or is it a leg? It's a hypotenuse. Like I said, you don't have to put these back here. I'm just doing it, I don't know, because I feel like it. Alright, this next one's kind of like a loaded deal. It says AD is the perpendicular bisector of CE. We're going to write that down word for word. We are.
I shortened.
Oh, that's fine. I did too. Alright, we got 2 parts to that. We got the perpendicular part and we got the bisector part. Which one do you deal with first? Perpendicular or the bisector? The perpendicular part. Okay, what does it mean to be perpendicular? They intersect and make a right angle. Yes. So what angles would be right angles?
CBD and
CBD. So
CBD.
angle CBD and angle, what's the other one?
EVA.
EBA.
CBD is like that weed thing.
It's not.
It actually doesn't have any THC in it, but yeah. Now I lost my train of thought. What was I gonna say about the angles? Oh, that they're right angles.
Wait,
I'm not wrong.
Yeah, you are.
Anyways.
You are.
It is
Okay.
extracted from marijuana.
How?
It's
That
extracted
is
from
fact.
Shh. Okay, stop.
CBD's way
How
more
do
than
I
you
know?
Get your facts
Shh.
right. Give you-
Shh. How do I know that they are right angles by what I was given? Def of perpendicular. Here's the crazy part though, it's not good enough to say that they're right angles, I gotta say that they're right what? Triangles, so close those into triangles.
Oh shoot, I did try.
Triangle CBD and triangle EBA.
What's the
Alright.
marijuana?
Triangles.
I'm dead. This is
Stop talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we gonna go def of what?
Right.
Right triangles. Alright, so I got my right triangles part.
My dogs.
Stop. Stop. Get it together.
So I got two things. What's the last thing I'm missing?
Leg.
I need a leg. Let's go back to that green dude. I used the perpendicular part. Have I used the bisector part yet? No. If AD comes through and bisects CE, what do I know?
CB is going to be
There we go. CB, EB, gotta be the same. CB is congruent to EB because what? Definition of bisects. And that is my leg part. So am I all good to go? Yep. I can say the triangles are congruent. Triangle CBD is congruent to triangle EBA. Cause of what thing? HO. Alright. Questions?